Painite versus Imitators, a real-time side-by-side authenticity. Now you can buy Painite gemstones direct from Myanmar through my Facebook page. The link is given below. Painite versus Imitators, a real-time side-by-side authenticity. In the world of gemstones, few stones capture the imagination quite like Painite, renowned for its rarity and unique properties. Once considered the rarest mineral on Earth, Painite has intrigued gem enthusiasts and collectors alike, leading to a surge in interest and demand. However, with this rising popularity comes the proliferation of imitators seeking to capitalize on the allure of authentic Painite. This video delves into the intricate details of Painite and its imitations, exploring the distinct characteristics, methods for testing authenticity, and the implications for consumers in the gemstone market. By understanding the differences and learning how to identify genuine Painite, buyers can make informed decisions and appreciate the true value of this remarkable mineral. Understanding Painite, properties and origins. Historical discovery and significance. Painite is like that elusive celebrity everyone talks about but rarely sees. Discovered in the 1950s by mineralogist A.C.D.Pain, this stone was initially thought to be a mere curiosity. It was only in recent decades that it was recognized for its rarity and beauty, making it a highly sought-after specimen among collectors. Much like the ultimate plot twist in a thriller, its unexpected prominence has made it a gem of historical significance. Chemical composition and unique features. So, what makes Painite so special? For starters, it's a borate mineral composed of calcium, zirconium, and boron, among other elements. But don't let the chemistry jargon scare you, it's the fusion of these components that gives Painite its unique brownish-red hue. Add in some trace elements, and you have a gem that dazzles with its complexity. Plus, it's reportedly one of the rarest minerals on Earth, making it the unicorn of gemstones. Geological formation and rarity. Painite is a true geological marvel, forming under incredibly specific conditions involving high temperatures and pressures. Think of it as the gemstone equivalent of needing just the right ingredients for a soufflé. Its rarity can be attributed to its formation occurring only in one location worldwide, only in Myanmar. In fact, for years, only a handful of Painite crystals were known to exist, making each discovery akin to finding a magical artifact in your grandmother's attic. The rise of imitators, identifying counterfeits. Common imitation materials. In the world of gemstones, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, or is it just a lack of authenticity? Common imitation materials for Painite include everything from synthetic spinels to fancy glass. Some clever faux stones can mimic the look of Painite quite convincingly, leaving collectors feeling as if they've bought a first-class ticket to a tourist trap instead of an exclusive gem. Motivations behind imitation. Why go through the trouble of imitating Painite? Simple. Money. The sheer rarity and high value of Painite make it a prime target for counterfeiters. Some folks might just be looking to make a quick buck, while others might genuinely want the beauty of Painite without the hefty price tag. Either way, the result is the same, a lot of unsuspecting buyers ending up with glittery imposters instead of the real deal. Market trends in imitation stones. The market for imitation stones has been booming, thanks in part to the rise of online shopping. It's easier than ever to get swindled by a shimmery stone that's about as authentic as a $3 bill. Trends show that as people become more aware of rare gems like Painite, the imitation market also adapts, introducing new materials and techniques to keep up with demand. Talk about keeping your enemies close. Visual characteristics. Painite versus imitation stones. Color and clarity comparisons. When it comes to color, Painite typically flaunts a rich blend of reddish-brown to brown hues, sometimes with glorious flashes of orange or yellow. In contrast, its imitators often lack this depth and complexity, appearing overly uniform or even garishly bright. Clarity is another issue. While Painite can be quite clear, many imitations have bubbles and swirling patterns, much like an amateur's first attempt at resin art. Crystal structure and cut differences. Painite's crystal structure is orthorhombic, giving it a unique shape that can be tricky to replicate. Imitation stones, on the other hand, often take on simpler geometries that lack the complexity of painite. When it comes to cuts, genuine painite stones may show off skilled craftsmanship, while imitations might be cut with less precision, perhaps to save time or costs. Remember, you can't fool a gem dealer with a half-hearted cut. Weight and density observations. You might think that gems are just pretty faces, but their weight and density speak volumes. Painite has a pretty hefty presence, with a specific gravity that's noticeably higher than many imitation materials, which tend to be lighter and less dense. If you're holding a supposed painite and it feels like a feather, chances are you're dealing with a faux gem that should have its own dramatic backstory. Testing authenticity, methods and techniques. Gemological tools and equipment. To separate the painite gems from the imposters, gemologists wield tools that would make a Swiss Army knife jealous. From refractometers to determine the stone's refractive index to spectroscopes that analyze light absorption, these tools help experts discern the true nature of a gem. If you've ever wondered how they can tell the difference, just know it involves some serious science, and, let's be honest, a bit of magic. Laboratory testing procedures. For those who want the full VIP experience, laboratory testing is the way to go. Methods such as X-ray diffraction and chemical analysis can reveal the true identity of the stone. While these procedures may sound like something out of a sci-fi flick, they provide undeniable evidence of authenticity, ensuring that what you have is indeed painite and not just a glittery knockoff. Field tests and visual inspections. Sometimes, the simplest tests can yield the best results. A seasoned gemologist can spot telltale signs of imitation just by using their keen eye. Factors like surface texture, inclusions, and overall wear can provide clues about a stone's origin. So, if a gem looks too good to be true, it probably requires a closer inspection, or at least a good story about where it's been. Market value. Painite's rarity versus imitator accessibility. Pricing factors for genuine painite. Genuine painite is not just rare. It's what you'd call the unicorn of gemstones. A single carat can easily set you back thousands, think 5 to 10 times the cost of your average diamond. The rarity stems from its limited supply, only a handful of deposits worldwide, and high demand from collectors and investors alike. Add to that the allure of its stunning, unique colors and you see why its price tag can hit the sky. But don't forget, authenticity is the name of the game. You wouldn't want to pay full price for a knockoff. Economic impact of imitators on market value. Imitators, while they can offer a cheap thrill, also play the role of the pesky mosquito at a summer barbecue. They can really affect the vibe. When imitations flood the market, they can dilute the genuine painite's value and create confusion among buyers. Think of it this way, if everyone's just buying faux painite for a fraction of the price, the genuine article could lose its luster and monetary glitter. Collectors might start second-guessing their investments, and genuine painite may struggle to maintain its price point. Collector perspectives and investment potential. For collectors and investors, painite isn't just a pretty face. It's a long-term investment. Those who own the real deal see it as a hedge against economic fluctuations. As people become more aware of the benefits of owning quality over quantity, the genuine painite is likely to gain traction as a coveted asset. But collectors must stay savvy amidst the imitator chaos. It's all about quality over quantity. After all, who wants a replica when you could have a rare gem? Real-life applications, uses of genuine painite. Jewelry and decorative arts. Genuine painite shines brighter than your Aunt Edna's holiday sweater. With its extraordinary color and brilliance, it has become a favorite among jewelry designers who want to create pieces that really pop. From eye-catching rings to elegant pendants, painite isn't just a stone, it's a conversation starter. If you sport it, you'll definitely be the gem of the party. Just remember, you can't get that kind of sparkle from the imitation stuff. No offense to faux gems, but you know it. Investment and collecting trends. Painite is riding a wave of popularity among collectors and investors, much like your favorite indie band just got famous overnight. As more people learn about its rarity and beauty, investing in genuine painite becomes an attractive option for those looking to diversify their portfolios. The trend is not just a fad, it's an appreciation for authenticity. Collectors aren't just stashing gems under their mattresses, they're making smart investment choices while also nurturing their passion for beautiful objects. Consumer awareness. How to avoid imitators. Education on authenticity indicators. First things first, knowledge is power, folks. To dodge imitators, familiarize yourself with key authenticity indicators. Genuine painite tends to exhibit a unique, rich color and specific internal characteristics.
Subscribe to unlock a world of knowledge,
that are impossible to
entertainment
replicate.
and mystery.
It's like spotting a celebrity in a crowd.
Join our
Once you know what to
YouTube
look for,
adventure about
you can easily
mysterious
discern the real
painite
deal
from
from
the
the
fakers.
fakers. Choosing
The more
reputable
subscribers
dealers and
we
sources,
have,
the more
buying
motivated
painite,
we are to
homework
create
time,
amazing
always
content
go
for
for
reputable dealers who specialize in rare gemstones. It's like finding
Now
a
you can
trustworthy
buy
mechanic.
painite
gemstones
You want
direct
someone
from
with a
my
good track
through my
record.
Facebook page.
Check reviews.
The link
don't
is
be
given
shy
below.
about
asking questions. Any dealer worth their salt should welcome your curiosity. And remember, if a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. Resources for verification and research. There are tons of resources out there to help you verify painite's authenticity. From gemological societies to specialized grading services, don't hesitate to use technology to back up your purchase. Websites, forums, and even social media groups can provide a wealth of information. Think of it as your trusty sidekick on the quest for the ultimate gem. Knowledge is the best armor against deceit. Conclusion: the importance of authenticity in gemology. Implications for consumers and collectors. In a world filled with shiny distractions, authenticity matters more than ever. For consumers and collectors alike, knowing the difference between genuine painite and its imitators is crucial. The right gem can not only enhance your collection but also serve as a solid investment. After all, who wants to be the one holding onto faux gems when the real deal is just waiting to shine? Future outlook for painite and its imitators. As awareness grows, so does the value of genuine painite. The allure of the rare keeps collectors on their toes. While imitators may pop up like weeds, genuine painite will continue to find its place in the hearts of those who appreciate true beauty. The future is bright for painite enthusiasts. Let's hope it remains as unique as ever. The role of education in promoting authenticity. Education plays a vital role in preserving the integrity of the gem market. By spreading awareness about authenticity indicators and the value of genuine painite, we empower consumers to make informed choices. Knowledgeable buyers will drive demand for authentic gems and, in turn, help safeguard the beauty and rarity of painite for generations to come. So, let's commit to learning more about this incredible gem. After all, knowledge is the ultimate sparkle. In conclusion, the distinction between genuine painite and its imitators is vital for anyone interested in the world of gemstones. By familiarizing themselves with the unique properties of painite and the common characteristics of imitation stones, consumers can protect themselves from potential pitfalls in the market. As the fascination with painite continues to grow, prioritizing authenticity not only preserves the integrity of the gem industry but also enhances the appreciation for these extraordinary natural treasures. Armed with knowledge and awareness, buyers can confidently navigate their gemstone journeys. Now you can buy painite gemstones direct from Myanmar through my Facebook page. The link is given below. Subscribe to unlock a world of knowledge, entertainment and mystery. Hit the subscribe button and join our YouTube adventure about mysterious painite gemstones. The more subscribers we have, the more motivated we are to create amazing content for you. Thanks for watching.